thumbnail. Okay? Okay. Welcome to my channel. For everybody that's watching this on the playback, because it's going to be more people coming on the playback than probably the live, being that this live is just out the blue. Okay? But let me get into my intro. Welcome to my channel. I'm Prissy Solo. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for being subscribed to me. If you are new here or you're just not subscribed because you're weird, go ahead and subscribe to me because it's Free. Okay. I'm seeing that I have a lot more people that are like watching the content, but they're not subscribed for whatever reason. So y'all, I'm on the road to trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. So it will mean a lot to me if you could subscribe. If you are already subscribed, you got your notifications on. You come every time I upload. I love you. I appreciate you guys so much for thugging it out with me, even when I have my times where I go MIA without explanation. Y'all are come right back. Y'all don't unsubscribe. I just really appreciate y'all coming to the live shows, watching stuff back on the playback, and commenting. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Okay, just have to give y'all flowers to my subscribers because we are a small tribe, and I'm hoping that we could expand in 2024. I would love to get to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, so before we get into it, as soon as you come in, like the video. We have a few things to discuss. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared to put like the title because there's so many different things that I want to discuss, and I don't want to attract certain type of negativity by some of the topics that I'm going to discuss. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out the one that I know is gonna have some people's panties in a bunch, and then we can get into the live show as we get into it. But before we do, let me tell Instagram that I'm live. I am on Instagram as Prissy Solo, so y'all can follow me there. Ooh, them tacos is not settling in my stomach pretty well. Sorry if that was TMI, but it's kind of, I'm feeling it, child. I'm feeling it. I don't know if it was the coffee or what. All right, let me make a video really, really quickly, y'all. It won't take me no time. Clean my lens real quick. Ooh, that look cute. Okay. Okay. Damn, my screen's still dirty. I had just put on some oil and stuff, so now like my phone is super greasy. A little greasy still. All right. Hey y'all, come watch me live right now on YouTube. I'm doing a live show, Prissy Solo. Come find me, come join me, come say what's up. Hey y'all, come watch me live right now on YouTube. I'm doing a live show, Prissy Solo. Come find me, come join me, come say what's up. It's blurry, y'all. Look. Watch me live right now on YouTube. I'm doing a live show, Prissy Solo. Come find me, forget it. Join me. I'm just gonna upload. Hey y'all, come. Then I'm gonna make a post. Okay. So I got some tea for y'all. We gonna get into that. Hi Ariel. We gonna get into the tea. Y'all, that's my y'all know the best part of the live show is when we read the tea submissions. That's gonna be so fun. And y'all know I do not like to cover celebrity news. However, I love music. Y'all know I'm a lover of music. I am a music fanatic. I wish I could like do a show on here where I could play music. We will one day eventually have a radio show or a show where we're online and we could play music. I used to do it on Twitch. Shout out to my subscribers on that. We're on Twitch. When I used to do it, I can't do it on YouTube because YouTube is just they're not finna play no games with me and it will give me strikes. So I don't. But I wish I could. So let's talk about music real quick. Let's get into this Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 album. I'm gonna make it very quick because, like I said, I just know how the barbs get down. That's why I didn't even bother putting it as my whole title. This is just gonna be a little quick segment on my sentiments on the album because I was looking forward to the Pink Friday album. I'm a lover of female rap. Okay, I've been listening to Nicki Minaj since I was about 15 years old, y'all, and that's half my damn life. And I was like, I'm not a barb. I'm not a barb. I'm not really a fan of anybody per se. I'm a lover of music. So I came in this unbiased, but I came excited of what was to come. And I really thought that it was going to give more than it gave, y'all. I'm highly disappointed in the Pink Friday album. Out of 22 tracks, I liked about four of them, maybe five. I'll say four. But it wasn't given when I thought it was gonna give, and a lot of the bars are saying, "Well, album was for her bars. This was for the diehard fans." Well, maybe she should have like titled it something else. For her to have been gone as long as she was gone, it just didn't give what it should gave. The auto tune, all the singing, it took me out. It was tied and through, and she should have had more female features, whether it been R&B girls, whether it been female rap. She should have definitely used her name, used her plug. There were so many people that could have helped and would have loved to have been on the Pink Friday 2 album. She can go ahead and take it back and maybe come back out with something hopefully next year. I hope that she doesn't take a long time again to come back. Like the way that you flopped this album, I think you need to spin back like quickly. And that's not even to be shady. That's just keeping it real, y'all. Like, I hate that we're in a day and age that when you have an unpopular opinion, you can't say it. But you know, if I'm gonna do nothing else over here, I'm gonna keep it real, regardless of whoever else like it or not. Pink Friday 2 was a dub. Okay, she could have kept that. And like I said, it was only a few songs that I liked. I was so sad, y'all. I'm still in shock of how bad. Like today, I even played it when I went to go get my coffee, and I would just skip until I got a couple of tracks that I liked, and it just sucks because it's just like it's Pink Friday 2. You feel me? It's Pink Friday 2. Like it's supposed to have been much more monumental, especially as long as we have waited for it. So maybe she should have named the album something else, and maybe that the expectations wouldn't have been so high. But yeah, all that singing, that auto tune, like she definitely could have hit up any of the R&B girls to come sing for her. She definitely could have had another feature. She likes to feature with the same guys all the time. And I get it if those are your dudes and you only want to collab with dudes, but listen, if you're gonna only collab with dudes, let's keep it to Drake and Lil Wayne. Like that would have even been more sickening if we had more Drake and Lil Wayne collabs on the album. So that's my sentiments. What did y'all think about the album? Cole probably dropped the verse of the year on it though. Um, Cole always delivers. I feel like J. Cole always delivers and does what needs to give. I do like that she hit up J. Cole for a feature. That was a smart move. But you got to think out of 22 songs, we talking about one feature. Like that's ridiculous. Lil Wayne delivered on the song that he was on. I love that one. Like I said, it's about four songs, maybe five. Off the top of my head, I like "Falling for You," "Fuck the Club Up," Barbie Dangerous, whatever one that's like the girls just want to have fun. I like a little pop stuff, love now and then. I like a little, a little something like that make me want to go hang out with my homegirls and get dressed and so that was cute. And oh, and I like Big Difference. So how many was that? How many did I just name? So yeah, enough about the Pink Friday album. I thought I wanted to go on the tour. I don't think I'm gonna go on the tour. Y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, y'all know I'm a tour girl. Y'all know I go to shows. So I'm actually kind of excited to see what 2024 brings because I had an amazing year of concerts this last past year. So I was hoping Nicki Minaj would be on this next one, but after that album, I'm not anticipating buying tickets to the show. Okay, maybe next time. Okay. All right. I was gonna make a post for Instagram. I know I did a story, but moving on, next subject. So I don't like to talk about celebrity business. So I know there's some things that y'all want to get into about the people, but the people gonna be the people, and the people don't matter to me because I don't know them folks, okay? And oof, they a mess. So I do want to tell y'all about what the fuck I got going on though. Okay, so college. I'm on my last week and I want to fucking give up. Okay, it's my last week and I want to say to hell with this shit. I don't understand with college why we have subjects that we have to take that has nothing to do with the degree that you're trying to get. It's flabbergasted me. I don't even understand why I'm doing it to per se because I don't need a degree for what I want to do, but y'all ain't subscribed, so your girl can't quit. So until y'all subscribe and help me get to 5,000 and we get these motherfucking watch hours and I get a check from YouTube, I can't quit my job and I have to keep doing this shit. Okay, so that's just where we at with it at this point. You know, the finals are just really kicking my ass. It's just really kicking my ass. But the good thing that came out of it, I had told y'all a long time ago, I had read this novel called Life After Death by Sister Soldier. Sister Soldier is an author that had did, y'all probably heard of The Coldest Winter Ever. It was one of the most biggest urban fiction books to date. To this, I can't even say like of what time period because it's just to date in the whole world. And honestly, she had did a Life After Death, and it had got really bad reviews because everybody had pre-bought it based off of it being a part two to part one, and part two was completely different than part one. And I decided to do my essay. I have an essay to do at the end of this week for my finals. I decided to do it, but I told y'all 2 years ago. I was going through my posts on here. 2 years ago, I told y'all I'm like, oh, I want to. I had read the book, and I'm like, I want to do a review on it. Well, I never did the review, but I'm doing a paper on it, so I'm like, I'm going to fucking do that review that I said. Everything I said I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna do. I might not be there when you want me. I might not be there when you call, but I'm always on time. Okay, I do everything I say I'm gonna do. So just be patient with me. If you're a subscriber, you're like, bitch, I've been patient. I know, I know, I know, I know. That's why I'm gonna actually give y'all more lives this week because I was supposed to give y'all something this weekend, and y'all Sunday, I listen. I smoked a 3 gram joint and watched all my ratchet reality shows on that fucking recliner. I went to the grocery store. Child, I just needed a day, okay? I just needed a day to myself. And over the weekend, I don't even know what I did Saturday. When it gets cold like this, what do y'all think about seasonal depression? What do y'all think about seasonal depression? And if you don't know what seasonal depression is, let's look at the clinical definition of seasonal depression. Seasonal depression, from my definition, is basically it's like depression, but it comes around just like in a season, and it usually is this season because holidays, the pressure people feel of like not having family and not being surrounded by friends, and like it's cold, so naturally just the lack of sun make people kind of like depressed, you know. Let's look it up real quick. Let's look up what the definition is. What is seasonal depression? Seasonal affective disorder is when a person experiences significant mood and behavior changes based around changes in light exposure during the seasons. Most people know this as seasonal depression or winter blues, as people generally feel more down during the shorter winter days and feel better when spring arrives with longer daylight hours. So now we know it's getting dark early as hell. Y'all, I swear the sun go down over here now at like 3:30. 4 o'clock, it's dark. And I don't like that because I can't see driving in the dark that well. And something about like this time of the year, like 2020, okay, so I've always been pretty solo. I've always been solo dolo to myself. But I most definitely, I was looking at older pictures of me. I was definitely a lot more tan when I was younger because I was golden when I was younger because I was outside. I was always outside. Even in my teenage years, I was outside. But as an adult, I would say when I moved out here, and especially in 2020, it did something to me. It like I got to a point where my antisocial went to like a next level extreme. I'm at the point now, if I can't pay at the pump, bitch, I'm just gonna be riding on E. If I can't get drive up and I have to walk in the store, then I'd rather have it shipped to my house. I like to stay in the fucking house so bad to avoid being encounters with people. It's real bad to where y'all see how yellow I am. This winter, I'm gonna keep getting more and more and more and more pale because I'm light skinned, right? But had I had been already outside when it was hot, I would have a little bit more to fucking, you know. Anyways, child, it's seasonal depression. I'm not gonna let it kick my ass. Don't let it kick your ass. We gotta keep going. I don't feel it right now. I don't feel it because I have made some changes in my life recently, so I don't feel it as I usually do around. I don't celebrate holidays, so I don't feel the pressure of like delivering or being somebody or doing something during this time of the year. I just think that during this time, it's a lot of time to reflect. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of time, a lot of idle time, a lot of stuff going on, and I've been keeping myself busy. Maybe school is being a saving grace for me. I don't know. I just recently thought about my brother Stefan, and I just sent him some books yesterday. Because I know that even though I'm not letting seasonal depression kick my ass this time and not take me down, because I'm gonna keep going. He's up, in jail fighting for his life. So, I'm pretty sure that it probably hits really hard for inmates, just like it hits hard for people out here. So, let's look at some tips that y'all can do. Everybody could do for like during this time of the year, just to kind of keep us like fighting. You got to keep going. So during the seasons, it's okay if the holidays are hard for you and you're struggling mentally, and you feel alone. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people going through this right now, and it doesn't say nothing that you can fucking do. Damn. Y'all know what I've been doing? Praying. I'm so prayed up. I'm so prayed up. I've been praying, so maybe that's been helping too. Do I look like I got like a glow, like that glow God gives to His chosen ones? Because I've been praying. So that's why I would say just keep going, just keep fighting, just don't let it take you under. Somebody said, honestly, post 2020 did that to a lot of us. Recluse is my natural state, so I gotta be intentional about socializing. Great points though, yeah. So it's crazy because I'm a social. I'm antisocial and I'm social, right? So I like my space and I like being to myself and I don't like leaving my house. I'm a homebody, but let's say I stay in the house for like 3 months straight, 2 months straight, whatever. When I get to a point where I gotta break free, and I think this is like the lioness in me, the Leo in me, the fire, I gotta go. I gotta get the hell on, and I gotta go be. And if I don't get outside, if I don't do something that makes me happy, like going to a show, going to go be around my friends, going to go travel, I feel it. Like I feel down. So even though I'm naturally a homebody, I also am social to a certain extent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to have a good time. Y'all, if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all know I like to travel. Y'all know I like to go do certain things, but not often, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I want to go listen to loud music in the club sometimes, and I want to go have a couple of some tacos and tequila shots, but not all the time. I want to go to Jamaica for a week, but I also want to stay in the house and stay in my bed. Like I'm kind of. I always say you can't put me in a box because I'm so this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just a one of anything. I'm not solely anything. I like this, I like that, a little sprinkle, a little this, a little scoop of that, a little, a little everything. So, speaking of a little everything, let me get my red flags ready because we're about to get into this tea. Now, I know it's been a while since I bust out the red flags, but if y'all be here for these stories, y'all know it'd be a lot of red flags. The red flags be red flagging, and we're going to be prepared today. How many of y'all think I need for these stories we finna get into? How many should I strap up? I keep saying I was gonna make a post on Instagram. I have yet to make that post. That's the story of my life. Getting around and doing stuff when I say I am. Being more intentional, take more pictures, make more posts, do more live shows. How y'all feel about the new story times lately that I've been putting out? Story times are my favorite videos to make for y'all. My absolutely favorite. The live shows is cool too. We get into it as we get into it, but something about them story times. It'd be almost therapeutic for me. I know a lot of people think about where they want to be, where they going. 3, 4 ain't gonna be enough. I know a lot of people think about like where they want to be all the time, and I do too. I always think about my dreams and where I want to go and what I want to do in my life and what my purpose is, but I also enjoy reflecting on the past a lot. I do, because I like to see how far I've come. I love to look back and think about like things that I prayed for that I'm living in, and like where I came from. It always keeps me grateful. Definitely keeps me grateful. So that's why I like, speaking my truth. And I know also a lot of like younger women and people like look at my life a lot and they think like, oh, I want this, or it should be like that for me, but then they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the struggle behind a lot of stuff. So I like to be transparent and share those bad times, because I got to think about it. Everybody on social media is like a reflector. Not a reflector. They be reflecting. Everybody posts their best, right? Nobody's posting their lows. Nobody's posting their losses. So we're in a day and age where you basically can portray to be anybody that you want to be. You can. You can fake it. And a lot of people do. And I think that you don't owe nobody to be like, tell your business on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe nobody that. I just feel like I like to kind of like keep it real, because I feel like if you understand, if you feel like, oh damn, you went through that too, or you came from here too, and you doing this now, or you did this, it's like you feel like it's possible for you. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and this is gonna sound crazy because it's like what does this have to do with anything? I remember when I was a skinny mini, okay, when I was 100 pounds, maybe 115 at the most, and I wanted so bad, so bad to have like this certain body, right? I used to be very insecure about my stomach after I had my oldest son. I had a C-section when I had my oldest son. And so having my stomach muscles cut to give birth to him, and being so young, it just gave me just a oatmeal stomach. And I remember I used to see a lot of celebrities with these like perfect stomachs after giving birth, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm doing my sit-ups. Like I'm doing my sit-ups. I don't understand why my stomach still look like this. Like, how do y'all not have no stretch marks during pregnancy? That shit blew me, right? And I wish somebody would have just been like, surgery. I wish somebody would have just been like, that ain't natural. They just had work done. Because I think I would have been so hard on myself. And no, nobody owes it to be like, oh, I went to this doctor, I got this done, I did this and that. But I take it upon myself to do it, because it's just like, I feel like I said I would have given myself more grace if I just known, like, it ain't nothing wrong with you, girl. You just broke. You just you just ain't did your research on a surgeon yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish that more people would be honest about certain things. I was telling my best friend this. She used to be ashamed of where we're from. And I used to be like, girl, no, represent and say it. She used to be like, I don't want to say, because we come from a small town in California. And she like, don't nobody know where we from. It's a small place and this and that. And she didn't used to embrace where we from. And I used to tell her, that's not really fair, because there's not too many that make it out. And for you to be doing what you're doing in life, and you came from here, that is going to be a breakthrough for a young girl that's still there. That's going to be a breakthrough from a shit. Fuck a young girl. Not like that, but like somebody your age, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, she came from the same, like, she came from here. And that's why I think I loved Keisha Cole so much when I was younger. When I heard Keisha Cole's story, I thought I was the only one in my circumstances. So to hear that, oh, you got a crack addict mother too? And you on BET, you got your own show? Like, that was inspiring for me. It made me feel like, okay, this can happen for me too. So that's why I like to be honest, be open, and, you know what I'm saying, transparent about what's going on, the bad and the good. So it's like, I'm just like you. And if not, had worse circumstances and I didn't came up out of it. Yeah, I used to be a stripper and now I work with children. You know, different things like that. Like, yeah, I was a teenage mom, and, you know, and I was in an abusive relationship, and told me that nobody was ever gonna love me and nobody's gonna ever accept me. I'm the, you know, and here I am, and I have, you know, I'm engaged now. I got another child, like different things like that. I like to just kind of, you know, put that out there. It's actually another reason why I stopped showing like my if y'all remember, I used to do hauls. I still online shop like crazy. I had a package come today. But I realized that's kind of like again, the good. Like, I don't want to rub it in nobody's face and people be like, oh my gosh, she's always shopping. She always has such nice clothes. She always has like, oh, such new wigs all the time and stuff like that. Bitch, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work 40 hours to be able to pay for this stuff. You know, it's like I had got to a point where I was like, I don't even like doing that no more, because I don't want to um like show off, or like, yeah. All right, I got my red flags ready. I don't know if we have enough red flags. I only took out 5. Hopefully, we're not surpassing 5 red flags in a story time. But hey, it has happened. I think the most I've ever had to take out in a story time was like 8. So, child, hopefully. We're going to get into a couple of them, but if you're still here, like the video. All right, let's get into these to this tea. Now, listen, I'm gonna give them advice, and I don't mind if you guys give them advice too in the comments. I just ask, as always, be respectful. Even when we hear the most dumbest, stupidest, wildest shit, just still be respectful. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to always say that what you say is how you say it. Okay, so let me actually go make this down. Can I share this as a post? Let's see if I can share this as a post. Because I need to tell the people. I need to tell the people they to act like they don't see me. They ain't watching it. Look, yeah. Come join the show. Dora has been on my mind. I don't know. Not my phone hating on me. Okay, I don't know how to tell the people, y'all, because it's not letting me. Okay, we're gonna get just give me a moment. Okay, I think I gotta make another video real quick with my greasy ass phone. I had put some baby oil in case I had stood up and y'all had to get to see the little split in my thigh. I mean split in my dress. But my hands are super greasy now. I don't want to come on here being ashy. Okay. See, it's still blurry as shit. What's going on? Oh, this is gonna have to work. Hey y'all, I'm currently live right now on Instagram, so stop what you're doing and come join me as Prissy Solo. What? Come join me under Prissy Solo. That's how you find me. And yeah, don't miss out. Hey y'all, I'm currently live right now on Instagram, so stop what you. Yeah, if y'all think I was gonna redo that and wasn't, you messed up and don't care. Still gonna upload it. Okay. Now let's get to this tea. This is my favorite part. Sometimes they stress me the fuck out. Okay. I don't know what to do. But my boyfriend's mom wants to move in with my boyfriend, and I am not having it. I'm 30 and my boyfriend is 45. My boyfriend of 4 years said that his mom is going through recovery and it could be beneficial to have her move in temporarily for her sobriety. He said that we could lock things up, passports and debit cards and other important documents, and that she will only be there for 3 months at the max. He said he believes she is ready to change and doesn't want her in a shelter or selling her body in the streets. I feel worried about the change in the dynamics, especially since him and I are thinking of having a baby. There is so much to consider and think about. My mom is disgusted by the idea and believes that I should have left my boyfriend after 2 years when he didn't propose. She doesn't approve of his behavior or mine. I don't feel like I have any allies or someone to talk about this. Are there any suggestions? I do love him and I want the best for her, but can she get the help she needs without living with us? Am I being insensitive and cruel? Should I get my own apartment or live with someone else while she's getting the help she needs living with my boyfriend? Okay. Well, I didn't put up any red flags because this kind of hit home a little bit for me. So, if y'all don't know, I have had parents and family members that have struggled with addiction. So I feel the boyfriend where he's coming from with wanting to help his mother. I do. I truly do. But I also understand how it is to have somebody that has an addiction living with you. Y'all. I had to tell somebody I really loved when I was pregnant with my second son that I needed them to leave. And that was one of the toughest conversations I ever had to have. But I had to stand up for myself because mentally, now it was just draining. So what would my advice be to her? Knowing that I've been through that. But I also feel for the boyfriend too. This is tough. Let's go back real quick. She said, My boyfriend mom wants to move in with my boyfriend. I'm not having it. I'm 30. He's 45. 4 years they've been together. She's going through recovery. If you push her out now, if you push her out, it could. It's like throwing her back out to the wolves. But if you let her come in, she could, even with y'all opening y'all doors, she could still relapse. I say give it a try. I say give her a chance. You know, um, sometimes we don't give people chances and the mercy that we want bestowed upon us. You know what I'm saying? This guy talking to me right here. Ooh, God speaking through me right now. I gotta say what he told me to say. He said sometimes, we don't show enough mercy to our kin like we do, like we want from him. We forget to pray, but God don't forget to wake us up, right? So I say let her come. If it don't work out, if it becomes too much, by all means have a conversation with your boyfriend. If he decides that his mom's staying and you can go, or if you just make the decision that hey, this is too much for me, maybe you can move in with your mama until y'all figure it out for space. I mean, your mom already disapproves of the relationship. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be against you having to move back home to get back on your feet, and separate from him if that's what it comes down to. um, I don't think that you will ever understand until you have, and hopefully you don't ever go through it, until you have addicted parents. Um, I understand why you don't give a damn because it's not your mom. So you're easily more detached than he is. His feelings is involved, and I don't think he's wrong for wanting to try to attempt to help his mother. So you're not wrong for feeling the way you feel, but I definitely think that you should definitely give it a chance. And just think about it. Just think about it from the perspective of I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with choosing yourself. If it comes down to being too much, the bitch gets to stealing your shit. You know what I'm saying? She gets to doing too much. By all means, choose you and get the hell on, or whatever you got to do. Um, but give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? Especially being that you want to have a child with him. This is going to be the grandmother of your child. So why not help her towards recovery? You know what I'm saying? That could be beneficial for not only your future child, but for your man. Think about the mental space that he will be in better if he knows that his mother is clean. You know what I'm saying? That could be good for your relationship. I think you're not even thinking about it like that, of what that can do for y'all family, potential family. You say you want to be with him, give it a chance. That's mine. What would y'all tell her? Should she get her own apartment? Should she live with someone else? What should she do? Is she being cruel? All right, let's move on. I didn't have to use no red flags for that one. Surprise, surprise. Okay, let's move on. I'm 27 years old living in Canada, and he's 37 in the US. Reached out to me in 2020 on social and wanted a relationship. I was dating someone then and I turned him down. Fast forward to this year, he reached out to me again to know if I'm open to giving us a chance. I'm single and I agreed. We got to talking and we're going well for 2 months. Okay. I'm going to give this a red flag so far. I'm going to tell you why I'm giving this a red flag so far. I don't know if you just skip the details, but you said he was reaching out to you and he wanted a relationship off the bat. Like, am I slow for thinking that? Because that's how she said it. She said he wanted a relationship. He reached out, wanted a relationship. Somebody just hit me up and said, Prissy, I want to be with you. I'm like, ew. Listen, no, listen. You can tell me you want me or something like that. You can say I'm trying to actively pursue you, but if you just come will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my wife? That's gonna be a red flag. You don't even know me. I don't know. That's just me. That would be a red flag for me. And also, I'm gonna put this red flag up even if you did make a typo and it didn't happen like that, because it's been 2 months and you're already writing in. So, shouldn't you be in a blissful dating honeymoon, having crazy sex right now? What's the problem? I guess we're about to find out. Now, it's been a long distance relationship and he stays in a different country. But before we got to talking, I've been planning my relocation to the U.S. through school. Loud as fuck. On this fateful day, I mentioned I was looking at relocating next year's spring, and he started acting funny. I called him out on his behavior. Long and short story is that he would love to be settled down by summer next year. With the time frame of my relocation, he doesn't think he will meet his timeline. Well, where he staying at? I gave him an ultimatum to either make up his mind if he wanted to date me or leave because I wasn't ready to be someone's option. You see why you can't take these niggas serious in your DMs? Talk about some, I want it like right away. That's a red flag. Don't be flattered by shit like that. Because here he is, now you gave him a chance after he done been bothering you. You was in a relationship minding your business. And here he comes trying to come pursue you, and you done took his ass seriously, and now he ain't serious no more. You get what I'm saying? Just a waste of time. That's why you got 2 red flags. I gave him an ultimatum to either make up his mind if he wanted to date me or leave because I wasn't ready to be someone's option. Unfortunately, he still wanted me in his life, but as a platonic friend. Ain't that some shit? And said we could see other people. I wasn't having it and I dropped him. It's been a month and he's back. He wants us back together and is asking for a second chance. What do you advise? I mean, it's obvious. Look, this ain't as complicated as the last one. I don't even got to think about it. Do y'all got to think about it? I don't got to think about it. You get the fuck on. You block him on everything. He's already far away, so this should be very easy. Super easy to do. You block him. You block him on everything. And you just don't communicate with him anymore. He play games. You know what I'm saying? He play games. And honestly, 2 months and already starting to be off and on is just already a red flag. There should be, I feel like if there's red flags 2 months in, it's going to be a problem later on. So just go on about your business, honey bun. Okay? And that was easy. All right. I'm going to do another one. Hi. In April, I went on a date with a guy, which was supposed to long drive. Huh? I went on a date with a guy which was supposed to long drive. I don't know what that means. We went for dinner and we just had drinks and all. After that, it was just 10 minutes drive. But I went to his room and we made out. This red flag is for you. It ain't even for him, it's for you. I am 26 and this is the first time I ever slept with a guy and you gave it. This is both for you. I slept with a guy after a date. He talked for one. Okay, I'm 26, and this is the first time I ever slept with a guy after a date. Oh, so, okay, girl, you 26, you got to get the grammar together. So this is not your first time ever sleeping with a guy. It's your first time sleeping with a guy after a date. I think. After a date, he talked for one day, but I got so much strong feelings for him out of regret and all. Listen, 26, the grammar needs to be grammaring. Okay, I don't know if English has always been my favorite subject. I love to spell. Okay, this is not doing it for me. This is very hard, and it's making me look like I'm stupid to y'all, and I ain't stupid. It's just this writing. I can read very well. Okay, okay. So much strong feelings for him out of regret, and all I want into the depression. You went into a depression. This is all for you. This third one is for you too. Still, I used to message him sometimes, and he was not having any problem in meeting, but he never told me that he sees me as just a friend, nothing else. I used to talk, cuddle, missing, and kissing him like that. Now, I just visited the place where he stays and asked him, can he meet? He is a doctor and was really busy, but I was not feeling well, so I was requested him to meet at least for 1 to 2 hours. But then he said that we are just friends and nothing else, and stopped bothering him. In all these 4 months, we used to talk not much, but little over texting. And all of a sudden, he said he would just see me as a friend from the start. Ooh, child. Listen, this one's going to be for him. No, this one's going to be for him. So you got 3, okay? And I'm going to get this one for him. But it's kind of for you too. So maybe y'all could split it. Because anybody that just texts and don't call and I don't know if this is like because I'm 30 now, but that's not cool. Like, don't fucking just be texting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like to organically get to know somebody and pursue somebody, like, y'all should be on the phone, y'all should be talking, y'all should be conversing. I don't really know how much conversing you can do on text messages. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's a red flag. I'm really soft emotional person and now I'm on medication. I'm feeling very traumatized in a depression. I don't feel like living anymore. I got so attached to this person because of that physical makeout thing because I've never done that in the past. I don't know how to move on. I think I have become very traumatized because of this. I lost all my self-esteem, confidence, my daily activity routine. I just want to go on a long drive and he seems to be a nice guy. He never texted things like that. I never thought of ending being on his I never thought of ending being on his room. Now I'm what? I never thought of ending being on his room, and now I'm traumatized from my whole life. Girl, I'm not even gonna finish. Listen, that's what I get for saying that the last one was easy. But that, how many red flags we had? Okay. Whoo, 26, 26, 26. Stand the fuck up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Where your self dignity and respect at? Listen, listen. I'm not judging you for giving it up on the first night. I'm judging you for giving it up on the first night and knowing you're an emotional person, knowing you're a clingy person, knowing that this about yourself. He don't know this about you, but you know this about yourself. Knowing that you get attached quickly, there is no reason why you should have given up to this dude on the first night because look at you now, wanting to kill yourself, wanting to end things. You were in a whole depression for a nigga that you known for 4 months. 4 months. And if he's telling you stop texting me, you're bothering me. I the fact that you were able to even write this to the public lets me know that I can only imagine what kind of messages you were saying to him. Like I can only imagine. Sorry, I hear some other things. You know, I'm a mom, y'all. I'm multitasking. So I could only imagine the things that you were texting him, and it must have been very pitiful. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, Prissy, you being mean. Prissy, like, don't say that. She's soft. She's so emotional. Like, why would you talk to her like that during this time of need? No, no, I'm not gonna coddle you. I'm not gonna coddle you. You're a grown woman. There is no, listen, there is no reason why this man should have that much power. The dick couldn't have been that good. I promise you. It couldn't have. If it was, this should be why moving forward you are very much more stingy with who you share yourself with because it's more than just a physical encounter. Look at all this trauma and emotions that you are taking away from just one encounter. One encounter has done this to you, has demolished your self pride, has demolished your day to day life, has took away your joy. So do not ever give it up this soon, this early. I don't even think that you should even are in a mental space to be humping, period. Even after 4 months, because honestly, you didn't know him. So for you to be like, he's such a nice guy, this is not like him. What do you mean this is not like him for him to talk to you like that? You don't know him. So whatever he's showing you is who he is. He was probably a nice guy up until he got the cootie cat. They're all nice. They're all nice before that. Are you kidding me? So there's no advice to give other than to move on, keep your head up, okay, and pray, do some self affirmations, work out, pray some more. And I don't know, you maybe join some like femininity courses, maybe join some like self-love like groups and clubs. You can get this stuff for free on Instagram. I follow a whole bunch of like affirmation self-love type of pages. I just feel like you need help with dating though. Like you cannot afford, like literally you cannot afford to be out here dating and make this type of mistake ever again in your life. I hope this is part of your testimony and that you grow from this because baby, I would hate for you to take your life over a man that don't give a damn about you. That's just sad. Girl. Okay. I'm gonna do another one. Because that one kind of like, for one, it was really hard to read. And I couldn't believe what I was reading, so I just feel like I need a do over. I need another. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all have any advice on how she could heal, how could she move on? I'm always tell people time is the ruler of all. I feel like with time, I don't really know if there's any like, oh, do this and this will help you move on. Do that. Excuse me. I just feel like time. You know what I'm saying? Time heals all that. So that's all. That's my advice on how do you move on. I don't have like a cheat sheet like laying around here. Like, paint your left toes white and your right toes pink. Like, I don't know any like stuff like that. You know. Okay. I met a guy online and lives in Minneapolis. I lived in North Carolina. We have been video chatting and getting the chance to know one another. He has even flown to Charlotte when he was off to see me. We had great chemistry and we were intimate and it was amazing. He said he couldn't imagine why I was single as beautiful as I was. He said he could see himself falling in love with me. I don't, listen, I don't know what state is the show me state. I'm gonna say I'm from the show me state because I feel like don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like all that love bombing stuff. Don't come over here with I could see myself falling in love with. Are you in love yet? Then why are you even talking about it? I'm one of them people. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. You talking about I can't see why you single. You're so gorgeous. Well then bitch get with me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like all that talking. He seemed like a fairy tale. See? What I say? Fairy tales ain't real, boo. But once he arrived back to Minnesota, he seemed to have cut down on communication significantly. He said work has picked up, but that he does want to fly me to Minneapolis and want me to see how beautiful it is out there. He said he could see me blending into his life. Is he love bombing? Did I move too quickly to be intimate with him? Could he be hiding something? I feel like I fell for him and now I feel like I want to take it all back. I don't even know what to do. I'm 32 and thought maybe dating long distance and expanding my search would help me. Was I wrong? Dating local doesn't seem to work since most men are married and aren't interested in working women who make more than they do. That's not true. Plus, I'm sort of thick and on the darker end of the scale. I feel like colorism is a player as well. Maybe I'll keep my search to more closer to the East Coast if it doesn't work and date more than just black men. Okay, that's a lot to Ooh. Okay. Well, I first off want to say, as a light skinned woman, that I understand colorism is real. Okay. I never want to take away from my dark skinned sisters' testimonies and stories of what they faced in the dating scheme. Ever. Okay. Um, but you said that, okay, I'm going to tell you where I'm confused at. You said that you want to start dating on the East Coast as if colorism is on one side of the world. You know what I'm saying? So that don't make sense to me. There's no thing that like on the East Coast they like dark skinned girls and thick girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure where you are in other parts of the world, fellas, comment down below where you at and if you like dark skinned women and thick women, you know, I'm sure that they're around you. I think that maybe your experiences with dealing with colorism has affected your confidence and thinking that it is that there's black men out there that don't like black women. Um, Definitely there are some that are colorist, but not all. But also I'm not gonna ever shoot down you dating outside your race. By all means, go and try new things. You know what I'm saying? Love who loves you. Okay, shout out to my subscribers. But you could change being thick. If you feel like thick has you know what, can I just keep it real? I'm gonna keep it real. You're only questioning yourself because of the lack of attention and response that you're getting from the man that you want. And I really hate this for you and the last girl that y'all gave up y'all snacks, and that now that the man is no longer interested in you, y'all have somehow made it about your worth. And that's not the case. See, it's not as complicated as you think it is. It really isn't. What happened between you and the last girl was that y'all just gave it up to men that y'all didn't know that very well. And y'all gave it up to men that just wanted to hit and didn't have the same end goal as you. I don't judge women for sleeping with men on a time frame. I don't have a time frame. Um, I've seen people that say that they gave it up and are happily married 12 years later. They gave it up on the first date. I think it all has a lot to do with who you are fucking, if we're just being real. And I think that the only way that you know if a man is worthy to get the sex is by waiting. That's just me. Watch them. You gotta watch them. You can't just go off of what they say. You gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch them. You can't go off of what they tell you. They'll tell you anything. Go off of what he do. His actions gonna always speak louder than his words. And I feel like something is happening with women where y'all are having sex and something is being taken from y'all. Like when he up in there digging it, like, okay, so let me tell the men something real quick. So good sex make a woman fall in love. As y'all can see by last, both these women are saying that they're using the love word when really y'all are just stigmatized and y'all are in lust. Now lust can be confusing from love. It can. It can. And it's clouded y'all judgment. So while I don't judge a woman for having sex too soon, if we keeping it real, the reason why that y'all are in these predicaments with these men that are now ghosting y'all and no longer showing the same type of interest that they had before y'all linked is because you gave it up too soon. You got some men that don't want to wait. They feel like, oh, we're gonna get around to it. We're gonna get around to it. Like, but my personal opinion. But I'm not a man. I got a vajay just like y'all. So this is just my personal opinion. I personally think that the more that you make a man invest in you, whether it be time, resources, attention, whatever, the more that you make a man invest in you, the less likely he is to ghost you after you have sex. So I think you should make him wait. Like I said, I don't have like a time frame in my head. I'm not like one of them people like, oh, 90 days. You know, I don't have a time frame in my head. I just think as long as you could. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a feeling that you and the last chick, had y'all had waited longer, y'all would have seen a dip in their communication anyway. I think that what is going to happen regardless. I think that y'all sped up the process by having sex. Also, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say this, because this is my last one, so I'm gonna give you a little bit more time than I did the other ones. I will say this, and this just goes for every woman that listens to this. I think that, like I said, if you make a man invest more, I think men naturally like a chase to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Don't play no games, because I don't like to play no games. But don't be easy. You know what Tupac said? I don't want it if it's that easy. A lot of guys gonna still take it, but they already put you. See, this is the difference between men and women. Women don't fuck men that they look at as friends, right? A man will still fuck you and know that he doesn't have any intentions of being nothing more to you than just a friend. That's the difference between men and women. Also, the difference between men and women is a man can have a woman knock his socks off. She could be a throat goat. She could have a really tight hole. You know what I'm saying? She could be really good. But if he's just not interested, he's just not interested. So it's like the mystery is gone. And while women can get stigmatized and fall in love, I don't think men fall in love from good sex. You got to have more than that. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like I said, and any man can correct me if I'm wrong, but you got to be coming with more than just, it's just not enough. You know what I'm saying? These days, a lot of women are good in bed. A lot of women got awesome throats. A lot of women have you know what I'm saying, type cooch. You know what I'm saying? But what else? You know? And so, um, I think you too could benefit from like a femininity course. I think the more I read these, the more I feel like I need to really like make a website or a book or like we need to have a community where I could really give y'all some like advice on how to maneuver as women out here in these streets with these men. And it's really unfortunate if you think about it because nobody has, and I was talking to my best friend about this, nobody has taught us, and even the young kids, because I see it now with the kids at my school, nobody has taught us how to have relationships with each other. Nobody has taught us how to navigate as in even spaces together. Even not even just like relationships, even as friendships. We don't have the experience in knowing how to be women and how to treat men and how what the expectation is from a man and like how to like really, get into it for real. And it sucks because we're gonna see. I guarantee you, if I pick up this phone and I read another one, we're gonna have more and more women that are gonna be coming on here talking about. He told me this. He told me that. We had sex. I ain't heard from him no more. Like now he fell off the face of the planet. Like you know what I'm saying? Like mm-mm-mm. Listen. Mm-mm-mm. 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 I'm just thinking about I'm just thinking about the times I've been stigmatized and I thought I was in love and I was in lust and how much of a fool I was. And I feel like that's why I could talk to y'all straight because I've been there, just like I was telling y'all before. This is why I like to keep it real. I'm not just like judging. I'm just like, could never be me. You gave it up too soon. Like, I don't do, like, I'm not, I'm not here on that. I'm not trying to do that to nobody. I just have to keep it real with you because I've been there. I've given it up too soon. I didn't, got ghosted. I didn't have a nigga tell me all these type of things and didn't mean shit, none of this stuff. And I'm just telling y'all what I know. Like now, what I know, like going through that, now I know it's better to just watch them. You can't go off of what they say. You can't just be flattered by what they say. You can't give it up too soon. You can't, because you the one left feeling less than. That ain't even cool. Imagine. I don't know what y'all working with, but I know what I'm working with. Imagine that. You bless a motherfucker like that, and then they ghost you. Tell you bothering them. Child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. You know what else I can't stand right now? You know what else I am flabbergasted with? The fact that none of y'all have hit the like button. That blows me. I like, do I need to get on here and start crying like Tyrese and ask what more do you want from me? Seriously. And to think I be feeling guilty when I don't get on here when I say I would. To think I be feeling guilty when I don't make a video in a long time. I'd be like, oh, I missed them. I told them that I was gonna go do. I gotta do this. I gotta step it up. And y'all ain't even giving nothing back. Whew. Y'all gotta protect yourself out here in the streets. These streets is cold. Okay, it's cold out here. Protect yourself. All right, let me heart this so I know not to read it again. Also, for real quick, for anybody that's doing long distance and you feel like, okay, long distance is gonna work because thank you to the one person who liked the video after I gave that rant. Thank you. Thank you. So listen, if you're long distance, it should help you with being able to have a little bit more self-control. But listen, this is how y'all get fucked up. This is how y'all get got. Let me give y'all some game real quick. It doesn't work if when y'all, okay, I'm taking how, okay. So long distance don't work for like getting something promising or like not fucking if you link too soon. Off rip, you should automatically assume if you're a long distance, you should automatically assume that when y'all meet, that's expect it. Just put it in your head. I don't care about what, oh, I've been celibate. Oh no, I told him I was waiting for marriage. I told him that he could fly me out, but ain't nothing gonna happen. He told me, listen, make him wait to see you for as long as y'all can go. You might not even like him after 2 months. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes there's been times in the past I thought like, oh, I like him. Talk to him, get to know him. Oh, never mind. That's the dub. So listen, like just as long as y'all can wait. I know a lot of times y'all get flattered by like a motherfucker say, oh, I'm gonna fly out. Like that takes so much effort. Nowadays, motherfuckers get points for making purchases. Spirit got flights for $99 round trip. Okay. Do not be impressed by the fact that he's saying, oh, I'm gonna fly out and it's such a long trip. Like he's coming to me as he should. Like make him wait on the trip to come. I don't care if he asks you to go to Cancun, Jamaica. Think about it. Is your pussy worth that? Is your pussy worth a trip to Montego Bay, Dallas? What's some other nice spots? Chicago, Minneapolis, or is it worth a commitment, a faithful man, an honest man, a ring? You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick and choose. Because even though this seems like fun, just understand that if you pick this one, you're gonna be labeled as the fun girl. Okay? Follow with me. So you want to make him what you gotta, do he consistently call? Do he ask about your kids when he called? Do he ask if you ate? Can you talk to him after 10 p.m.? How long does it take him to respond? So you gotta watch him. Also, so just assume that on the link up, the first link up, sex is gonna happen. That's just a safe way to be able to protect yourself. Just tell yourself, whenever we foresee each other, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. So that way you could prolong it to when it works for you. Okay? Has he earned it? Is he worth giving it to? Opposed to being blinded by, oh, it's a trip to so and so. He's paying all this, everything paid for, and whatnot. Like, So that's my thing. A lot of people think, oh, long distance is gonna work out because he's so far away. A nigga will buy a flight to go get some cat to try for the first time. Like, come on now, that's not impressive. Him flying you out to him, it's not impressive, mama. It's not. Okay, so just think about that. Y'all gonna have sex on the first link up. So how long? So when should we link up? We should wait. All right, well, that ends this show. I went a lot longer on the show than I thought, but that's okay with me. I love it. If you like it, I love it. Listen, you still ain't like the video. I ain't really fucking with that. If you're watching this on the playback, subscribe to me because it's Free. Okay, I'm Prissy Solo. We will do this again this week. Come meet me again tomorrow. I don't got no set time. I wish I could tell y'all come here at this time. I don't know. So that's why you need to be subscribed so you don't miss the notifications. Because I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you meet me back over here. We're going to have another show. If there's any topics that you want to discuss tomorrow's show, if there's any topics that y'all want to discuss in tomorrow's show, go ahead and drop it down below. If you have any advice that you want to give to these ladies that I have read, I read about like what, 3 or 4 stories? 4 stories. Comment down below. But as always, keep it cute. This could be your sister. This could be your mama. This could be your daughter. You know what I'm saying? This could be a cousin. So just keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? They already, listen, obviously they already is going through it enough. They don't need nobody else beating them up. Okay? All right. I love y'all. If y'all have any way to give me information on how I can have my radio show or I could play music on a show live without any copyright infringement, please comment it down below. I would love to, get back into the tunes. I even got a microphone. Like, I'm ready to get back to the music and like hitting the joint and then like singing the songs and then like mixing. Y'all know I'm a little DJ over here, so like let me know for real. Until next time, I'm Prissy Solo. Bye.